Welcome, beautiful Taurus. Thanks for coming in today. This is Tammy from Spot On Psychic Readings. I am doing a reading today for the next half of the year, so end of June on up through July, just to look at the big picture. I thought you might want to kind of see the whole bigger path, the bigger picture of where you're headed. So this is a collective reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. And if it does, please give it a like, share if you'd like, and your comments really help me tune into your energy for all the readings. And thanks again for all of your support for the channel, your subscriptions and everything. So I'm going to tune into you now and pull the cards and see what's coming for the next 6 months for you. We're going to look all the way up through December 31st. Taurus energy. I've already shuffled and cleared the cards and spread them out so that I can pull them with their energy. So what I do is I feel for the energy with my hand so I can feel the energy for you as well as read the meanings on the cards, okay? A lot of energy on that one. The fox energy. Okay, so there's something about, the fox can be a trickster at times. So we'll see where that goes. And, oh, the star card. Okay, so this is a different deck. It's not necessarily traditional tarot of the star, but this is meaning divine intervention with this kind of trickster energy thrown in. So let's see what else. Taurus energy. And lilies. So this is a very traditional kind of love relationship, but I would be a little wary of it. It may seem very divinely inspired, and it may be, but there's this little trickster. So we'll look more into this. Isn't there just always something that's trying to mess things up? There's always that one person, right? Let's see. Taurus energy. So your ship is going to sail. You've got the ship, and you're going into really peaceful waters, but exciting flowing waters. So in other words, I feel like you're going on a trip for one thing. You may be going on a trip near water, but also just your life in general is flowing forward. I feel like you've gone through the rocky, stormy waters, and now you're coming into this more peaceful ride. And this is full steam ahead. Look at the sails. They got the wind. They're going full speed ahead towards this more traditional committed marriage and with a lot of divine intervention. Okay, so let's see what else for Taurus, and I'll give you the whole picture. And if you would, watch to the end to avoid any misunderstandings, because sometimes I think the first 5 minutes of a reading doesn't quite, you can't put together the whole picture, and we'll get there, okay? These readings and cards tend to build on each other to get more and more details as we go along. It's a pretty balanced energy I'm feeling here, Taurus. None of these cards are prickly. That's a good thing. And none of them are super hot or super cold. They're very balanced. I feel like, you've been through a storm, and now it's like you're in the calmer waters, like that ship card was showing me. Okay, let's pull these over and see what's coming. Get more details for Taurus. Again, we're looking from now through the end of the year. Is anything else here? Looks like there's one more. That one. Okay. All right. So what I'm seeing here just as a whole is you've got courage to keep going. I feel like you've been through a situation that's really required a lot of you, and you're like, do I still have this, like the courage, the stamina to keep going? Because there's still a little bit of a struggle showing up there for some of you, and you've cut a lot of the struggle and toxicity out. And you may have had a situation where there was some attraction that started up or a new beginning of some sort, and then you were like, nah, I don't know about that. I feel like there's a little bit of, I don't know. And all the money problems, moving into the past. So again, that situation, I feel like some of it's already happened. Some of it will be happening the first part of the 6-month period that I'm looking into. Coming up in the future, and I'll I'll slow down and get you more details here in a minute, just an overview for right now, but I'm feeling like there's been some competition or rivalry, and that's kind of starting to settle down. I feel like there was a situation of maybe a love triangle, maybe a situation of a marriage or a love affair, or you know, something fell apart on a love relationship level, or is getting ready to kind of, it feels a little iffy. There's something they're feeling in limbo, and then there's a new beginning. So let me get you more details on this. I just wanted to skim over this and get a bigger picture since I'm looking at the whole 6 months. And what I'm seeing here is there are a lot of changes. There's a new relationship. There's another relationship before that that I feel like kind of comes unglued, but a new one coming in. And there's a little bit of a troublemaker in there, you know, a little bit of rivalry, competition, something like that, where you feel like you may be feeling like, Taurus, I just can't win. You know, at some point in that 6 months, oh, I just can't win, but then you do, because there's a whole new beginning with that Ace of Wands that's coming in. Yeah, new beginnings, all right, and it's with this King of Pentacles, okay? So the King of Pentacles is the man, you know, who's a businessman. He has money. He may have made the money through his business or not, but he's very grounded in money. And this can represent you, Taurus, you yourself, you know, this new beginning with finances being really good and money, and just feeling like everything's coming together. And again, this is going into, you know, on up into December of this year. Looking at the bigger picture today for Taurus. Okay, so there may be a struggle in there somewhere, a stalemate of energy, something you don't want to see. Let's see where this is going. Yeah, so this is the Three of Wands. So there may be a situation you don't want to see of either walking away from something or new opportunities not quite coming in, and you're hoping they were, so you're not seeing the opportunities because they're not quite there yet. This guy's like definitely walking away from some opportunities. So there may be some that present themselves that you decide not to, you know, go for. They present themselves, but you don't want them, or you want them to present themselves and they're not there yet. Take it as it resonates, because they're showing me two different ways, because it's going to be different for different people, because it's a collective reading. There is a situation here of endings and new beginnings, and I think this is having to do with the stalemate of energy. So over the next 6 months, you're definitely going to have a new beginning, because you're getting the Ace of Wands, which is a strong new beginnings card. It's such a good one, you know. And then this Death card that's coming up, where there's an ending and a new beginning. And I think some of you, Taurus, have already hit the ending, you know, and you're kind of in limbo a little bit, waiting on the new beginning. But it's definitely coming up. Let's look way out there for Taurus. This is a really good card. This is the World card. This is having to do with everything coming together. Everything's coming full circle. So things that started back in January for you, Taurus, are coming full circle, and going all the way up into December, things are going to resolve. There's a lot of success. It's very much a success card. There's going to be new opportunities, new love. I mean, this is just on every single level. You know, health, wealth, happiness, relationship, love, and spirituality. You know, the World card is very much, it can be the card of ascension. It can be the card of spiritual graduation. Everything just coming together for you, Taurus. Wow. That's super good. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by the time you get up to the end of this year. Pleasantly surprised. Yeah, here's new love. This is the Knight of Cups coming up for you. This is definitely new love next to things resolving in a new beginning. New love offers. He's riding in on his white horse, you know. This is success for you. This is definitely success having to do with everything resolving. You may find yourself feeling a little bit tired from it. You may be like, that was a lot. You know, sometimes that can be the card of feeling overwhelmed by so much success and so many things coming together. And sometimes this card has to do with, you know, just set down your burdens for a while. Just relax. You know, you've got these new offers, new love, things resolving. You know, you can take a break. I think that's what that card is saying for you. By the end of this year, I feel like you're going to be like, okay, I'm taking a break now. You know, I've worked hard, things have come together, and I'm just going to like take a vacation. This is representing a lot of you, Taurus. This is the Queen of Cups. I really love the Queen of Cups. You know, she's very heart-centered. She's very nurturing. She's very much in control, but not controlling. Okay. I get with her that she has what she wants and she's willing to share it. You know, she can be very intuitive. She can run a business, but she's very nurturing with the business. She's just such a good figure. She can be a mother. She can be a psychic. She's representing you, Taurus. You know, that's where your energy is, you know, very successful, but not harsh about it. You know, very successful in sharing the wealth and still very in touch with your heart center. A beautiful card, beautiful energy. The Seven of Pentacles is having to do with perseverance, you know, to keep going. It's like you've done a lot of hard work and just keep going forward with it after you take your break. Okay. And here we have happy family. This is the Six of Cups. It can sometimes represent someone from the past, but based on the rest of this reading, I feel like this has to do with maybe your children or family. This is having to do with a happy outcome, maybe happy memories from the past, and really good card. Let's see what else for Taurus today. Oh, they want me to switch. Okay, switching decks. Taurus energy. This is such a positive reading, Taurus. I'm like so happy for you guys. You know, again, you know, it may not be feeling that for everybody at this moment. I mean, you may not be feeling it for your own life, like, you know, no, I don't have this success or whatever. But, you know, when you focus in on your life path, you will get there. You know, it's there. The opportunities that they're showing are there for all of you. Okay, this is having to do with your intention. This is such an interesting card. This is an owl sitting on a big egg, if you can see it, holding a dandelion that's going to blow in the wind. So this is about setting your intention. You know, what are you going to hatch? This is what I said a second ago. The opportunities are there for everybody. So what do you want to hatch? And how long are you willing to sit on that egg? And do you have the wisdom of the owl? And when's the wind going to blow? So all that dandelion dust, which are your intentions, gonna, you know, when's that going to happen? A lot of that's in your control. And it's such an exciting card. So it's really saying to focus on your intentions. Let's see what else is coming up for Taurus. Commitment. Okay, Taurus, I saw this earlier. This is your commitment. This is your new love offer, which will lead to commitment. And this can be the kind of commitment that you want. This could be traditional or non-traditional, but it's going to have that feeling of marriage, whether it's, you know, technical marriage or not. It may be a spiritual marriage. It may be the way that you design it. It's set with your intention, okay? But it is showing me, you know, it's coming with a ring, it's coming with love, little hearts floating in the air. The number 36 may mean something to some of you. There's definitely new love, commitment, and happiness coming up here, Taurus. This is so good. Some of you may be feeling stuck in the mud. This is the elephant. He's not stuck, but he kind of feels like it. You know, it's hard walking through what you may be walking through right now, but by the time you get to the end of this 6 months, you're not going to be stuck in the mud anymore. But there's a little bird riding on his back, and I feel like that little bird is kind of guiding him. You know, the little bird's looking back to where he's been. It's like, look how far you've come, elephant. You know, it's like you're doing really well. You're not really stuck in the mud at all. So that's what that card means, is maybe you're feeling like that at this moment, but you're really not at all. You are making progress. Okay, so there may be some sort of a sad embrace for some of you. And the sad embrace card has to do with memories from the past. It may have to do with somebody who is in spirit, who's passed over, who comes to visit you. Because sometimes when our loved ones come in around us and they hug us, or they're sitting next to us on the couch, you know, they're coming in for a visit. It may be their birthday or your birthday or some special occasion, and they're coming to visit. And suddenly you get this overwhelming sadness. Sometimes that's because they are so close by, and it's part of why they don't visit more than they do, because it just brings up so much emotion in us, you know. I feel like some of you over the next 6 months are going to have visits from loved ones in spirit. So just be prepared that if you get that sadness, sometimes it is love. You know, it's this overwhelming love that they're sending us from spirit. So I feel like, I know for sure some of you are going to be getting a visit from someone from in spirit. Someone really special who loves you a lot. That's such a strong message. You know, I do mediumship readings, so if any of you want that, you can contact me. I'll leave it in the description box, because some of you may want to follow up on that. I feel that really strongly. I feel really emotional tuning into that. Some of you getting your wish, a lot of you getting your wish. That's the wishing well card. Anything else for Taurus today? Yeah, you're going to feel like you're coming to life, Taurus. You may have felt like you've gone through this period of time over the first half of the year, or maybe even the last couple of years, where you just felt kind of stymied. You know, you felt kind of like you were stuck in the mud, you know, like that elephant I got earlier. This is you really coming back to life. This is you having love. Your spirit is all back intact and really fired up and happy. This is you having a happy home. This is you having more spirituality. And I don't know if you could see this little butterfly on the bottom of the card there, but it's having to do with transformation. You've gone through a whole transformation, Taurus. A lot of you've gone through a real change. You know, you may not be the same person, you know, that you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago, because you have transformed. You have gone through a whole spiritual evolution and a physical evolution. It's like you've got new life, you know. It's very exciting. And by December, you're going to really be feeling that, okay? So this is the last card I'm going to pull for Taurus today. Another elephant. I feel like this elephant is coming up as some of your totems, your animal totems. You might want to go and look that up later and see what that means specifically to you. But, you know, elephants in general, you know, mean wisdom. They never forget anything. So that's both good and bad, right? But I feel like this elephant's really representing you, this old ancient energy of old wisdom, you know, inner wisdom. This is the card of listening. So this is having to do with listening to music for some of you, really important. Listening to anything spiritual, listening in general. You may have extraordinary hearing. Some of you are empaths, so you have really special you know, hearing. You can hear things other people can't. I know as an empath, I can literally hear electricity in the walls, and it's such a relief when the power goes out sometimes, even though it's inconvenient, because my ears are just like, oh, thank you. Because I hear more than I want to most of the time. I spend a lot of my life in earplugs, so I really get this card about listening, and this elephant has got the little music notes all around. So this is representing a lot of you, Taurus. This elephant, this inner wisdom, and what you're listening to. Are you listening to your inner wisdom? Are you listening to your spirit guides? And I know that most of you are. So if you're watching this reading, I know these elephants are for you because they came up twice. So I feel like this is an animal totem for you, a messenger as well for the next 6 months. So please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear more about your experiences now and going forward. And glad you came in today. This is a really was a really fun reading. It was a very in-depth. I gave you a lot of really in-depth things because you wanted that. You know, you wanted that in-depth look at things. So I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Bye.